For years, I have traveled the world slinging my creator-owned comics at the biggest and hottest cons. Now I'm busting out my personal collection of comics, toys, games, and more in order to bring the fun and excitement of con life right to your screen. There's only one place to get your comics and collectibles and chat live with the greatest showman in modern comics. So bust out your keyboard and get ready to call it in. You're watching Kickin' It with Onrie, the live shopping show. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Kickin' It with Onrie, the live shopping show. I'm your host, Onrie Kumpen. It is great to be here with you guys this evening. Sorry I'm like a couple minutes late here. Actually, why am I sorry? We're on my network today. I'll go on for a couple extra minutes. We're good. I take that apology back. Today was a pretty busy day, actually. I got everything all packaged up for MegaCon, which is going to be happening next week. And here's a picture of me with all the books that we got going on. We have 880 plus 200. It's 1,020. Sorry, I need to count how many books I'm actually bringing with me. I got that. It's 80. It's 200. We have 1,380 books coming with us to MegaCon next week. So it's a lot. It's approximately 500 plus pounds of books that I'm going to attempt, and I really need to sell out of within the 4 days of MegaCon, because this last couple months have been really tight in terms of expenses. So we are a little over the halfway point of getting Warline 2 colored. The colorist is trying to hit the deadline by the end of this month, which is going to be crazy. But he's already got all the flats and everything. But the coloring on this book is a lot, and all the conventions this year are hitting me up for money now, and I can't do enough shows to kind of supplement all that. So fortunately, that's what I have a reserve for, and that's what I've been kind of surviving off of. But now I need these shows to kind of come back so I can start actually paying myself and putting some of that money towards buying up new inventory and getting some new stuff. So you guys are benefiting the most from this, because I'm not restocking at comic shops right now. I've actually stopped going to comic shops until I move through the stuff that I have in the warehouse. So I just grabbed 2 new boxes today full of dollar comics, and we're going to see what we can move through. We're going to sell it off as big bundles, and we're going to kind of keep that going. Probably, I'll see. I kind of want to go and restock and get something. I want to buy a box over at Dreamland Comics, so I might do that on Thursday or Friday. After tonight, you guys will see me on EXP Expo, so I'll be back on that on Sunday. We're still figuring out the exact time, but I'll shoot you guys the details for that once it happens. And same deal as always for tonight. You spend $25, you can spin the wheel. Spend $50, you get free shipping. And here's the best thing about our new time slot on Wednesday evenings on my channel now. We are able to get away with a lot more shenanigans here. So we are doing a booting today. Someone's getting a booting! And you guys got to watch this video I prepared that'll explain all the rules of tonight's show. And this is the voting show, I guess. So just check this out here. And now, Spawn number 2, made with such little effort, you would think it was AI. Oi! What do you think I'm doing? The spotlight's supposed to be on the boot. Oh, well, what do you think of me at? I bought it out of the back pocket. That hat makes you look like a tiny stratum. Nah, this is me hat. I bought it fair and legal. Oi! Your stupid hat is larger than me boot. And there's nothing legal about that, you testicle. Oi, hey, it's time for a good old-fashioned bootin'. Here's your chance to decide which one of us is getting a one-way trip
to China. Someone's definitely gonna get a booting, and it's the guys not wearing the stupid hat that makes him look like a Tony Scranton. What the hell just happened? I'm Todd McFarlane.
All right, there we go. So now you guys kind of got the idea of what's going on tonight. Someone's getting a booting. It's either going to be Spawn or Gunslinger Spawn. So I'll let you guys decide. What do you guys think of the hat I drew him? He thought I had reached my limits with the boot. You guys thought that was it. I have surpassed your expectations with Gunslinger Spawn's elongated hat. It kind of gets crooked. It takes a lot. You got to put some starch in it in order for it to get erect, and then you're set. But there you go. Those are the rules. You spend $10 with me tonight, and then at the end of the show, we'll decide. We'll tally up all the votes, and whoever team wins tonight is going to get something. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to reward you guys. I'm going to reward everyone who wins tonight, who votes for the right person. To get, or the one, not the right person, the one with the highest votes. Each person is going to get this Warlion sketch here, limited to only I think 30 or 40 copies, but I have a bunch left. I'm gonna hook you guys up with that if your team wins. So there we go. All right. The attention to detail canceled. Coming soon to Peacock. It's Vladimir Putin. It's going to be another character we introduce. All right. So, first book of the night is The Amazing Spider-Man 300 foil, first appearance of Venom. And it is a foil reprint, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. It is reprinted exactly as the original issue. I absolutely dig this. I think this is a great collector's item to have. It's something that if I don't sell soon, I might just put it into the personal collection, mainly because I don't know when I'm going to come across another copy of Spawn 300 that I'm not going to try and sell. That book is just worth too much money for me to sit on it. At least that's my personal opinion. I don't really deal in high dollar books anymore. I kind of try and stay within max $50 to $100 on a book, because what I learned was the more money I spent on expensive high dollar books, the lower the lower the expectations became, because I would get a copy. I actually can tell you guys a story. I picked up a copy of Amazing Spider-Man 300 when I bought this lot, and based on the pictures, it looked like it was a middle to high grade book, and it took a pressing guy who also does cleaning to look at the book and be like, this book has a water stain, it has water damage on it. And I couldn't tell, but he showed me it had water damage. And he was like, yeah, you're probably looking at a mid-grade book. And, that just brings the expectation down. And I still made the money and everything was fine. And I actually still have a few books from that lot. But nevertheless, it's I don't want to get into it, and that's just a personal opinion. And plus, I kind of cater to you guys, so I see you guys like cheaper comics. That's what I'm kind of catering to here. But given that that's the case, this is a great pickup because it's only $20 now, and you could get this signed by Todd McFarlane. You could get this signed by pretty much the entire creative team. They all go to conventions and stuff like that, and you would have a signed collector's item. It's not a first printing, but it is something worth adding to your collection. It is the first foil they did with this book. So it's $20 tonight on Amazing Spider-Man 300. Next book I got here is Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong. It's a threesome matchup unlike any you've ever seen before. Another really cool foil cover. We got Batman, the Trinity, and King Kong and Godzilla facing off here. Really beautiful book. One for just $15 tonight. These are some of our foil homo books from yesterday. Oh, someone's here to say hi. Come here, Biggie. Come here, little boy. All right, Tori, this is for you. Oh, there he is.
Yes, I bet you can for you. Hello, Tori. Hi, can I sniff on you? Do you have any snacks for me? Can I sniff on you and
and sleep on your bed, and I'll sleep on top of the covers, and I'll just be like a big bowling ball on top of the blanket, and you won't get any blankets, but I'll be like sleeping on the blanket, so it's like we both don't get the blanket, and then I'll stick my butt in your face because it smells better than my face, and I'll like fart a bunch of times, but it'll still smell better than it comes out of the mouth. What little puppy. There he is. Everybody say hi to Bentley. Hi, Bentley.
Bring a little boy. All right, here you go. I'm done pestering. Phil, what's up? How you doing, man? Good to see you. All right, so you need. Does Phil need to see the video to understand what's going on with the booting thing? If anybody needs a recap, just let me know. I'll air the video again. All right, next book we got here again, another classic that I would love nothing more than to add to the personal collection is The Incredible Hulk 181, the foil facsimile for the first appearance of Wolverine. Now, we got a lot of stuff coming our way with Wolverine. We got a video game coming out in October, which looks really, really great. There's some footage of it. We have Deadpool 3 coming out. And then we have the MCU debut of the X-Men. And I'm now 4 episodes into Echo, and I'm going to say Marvel has regained whatever traction they may have seemingly lost from some of their other shows with that show. It's great. Echo's got some really badass fight scenes, by the way. Great show. And it's very promising, and it kind of like sets up for what we can expect to see with a new season of Daredevil. So I'm really excited about what Marvel's doing. I want more Kingpin. I think Kingpin is fantastic. So, and I love Vincent D'Onofrio as a great actor. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what they do with the expansion of the Marvel Universe, which gives me confidence that they're going to handle Wolverine really well, the whole point to all this. So, Incredible Hulk 181, foil facsimile, first appearance of Wolverine, another really nice collector's item to have, going for just $20. And I really don't mind holding on to these books, but I would rather move them. I have Wolverine #1, foil facsimile. This is going to go for $20 tonight. Frank Miller cover. Did you guys see online? They posted like a picture of Hugh Jackman in this exact pose to promote the movie. He looked pretty good. He looked pretty close, but there were certain small details like missing, but still, it was cool to see that. Next up, I got Sensational She-Hulk #1. That's going to go for $15. That's an Adam Hughes cover. Adam Hughes cover here, going for $15. Foil Adam Hughes at $15. And then I got Daredevil Black Armor #1. This is a pretty fun read. So basically, there was a period when Matt Murdock decided to abandon his Matt Murdock identity, and he made everyone believe that Daredevil was dead. That Daredevil and Matt Murdock were dead. And so now a new Daredevil's out on the streets, and he's got black armor, and he goes by the alias of Jack Batlin, but he is still Matt Murdock. He's shed himself of his old identity, and he's hanging out in a different part of New York to go after some to fight crime, essentially, to go after the Kingpin. And this kind of picks up from that era of Daredevil. It was like a really short period of time. It was in the 90s. I didn't read a lot of that stuff, but the armor is really badass, and there's a really great artist drawing this book. His name is Nitho Diaz, and I've had a feeling about this guy for a while. I knew he would eventually end up at Marvel, and there he is. So we got Daredevil Black Armor #1 foil going for $15. $15 tonight. That dude is super talented. I mean, just look at I think that's him on the cover. No. That is not him on the cover. It is Paulo S. Rochelle. Looks like. I don't know. I could be wrong. Let's take a look. I'll show you guys the interior art, though. I mean, now I feel obligated to open it up, but who is the cover artist? Raphael Grassetti and Paulo Sicura. But this guy's sense of layouts and composition are really strong. It's really, really good. They sign the inside flap of foils. Do they really? Oh, yes, they do. As a matter of fact, Phil is correct. That is really cool. She's overdressed. So, Tori, why don't you want him? Oh, you don't want him to sign on the cover of the foil. You want him to sign on the inside of the cover. Okay, so Phil was answering Tori. Sorry, just catching up. So we got Daredevil Black Armor going for $15. I mean, regardless of who signs it or who doesn't sign it, look at this. This is gorgeous stuff right here. These are some really good books. And then I got Wonder Woman #1, the start of Tom King's run here, the foil that came out. I just love the idea of Wonder Woman going up against all odds. This is a cover by Chris Bacalo, who is actually doing a Batman series right now, like on a Black Label book. He's got his own Black Label Batman, and this is his Wonder Woman. This one's going to go for $15. And those are our foils. I have Vampaverse #1. This is going to go for just $4 tonight for Vampaverse #1. I have Star Trek Deep Space Nine #1. That's going to go for $4 tonight. $4 tonight on Deep Space One. I have Spider-Man Annual #1. This is a Contest of Chaos tie-in, like the first part of it. Here you have Spider-Man and Wolverine kind of going at it. This is going to go for just $5 tonight. You know, it's funny. I have a friend. She's really into Star Trek. Like, she's like big on it, and she's seen everything. Like, if she knew I was selling this book right now, she would try and beat me up. Yeah, that would probably happen. I just see her like grabbing me in like one of those Krav Maga poses, you know, and just being like, "Bah!" and giving me the old booting. But yeah, she was actually a fan of Deep Space Nine, and I like when she told me the concept of Deep Space Nine. I thought that was actually pretty cool. Like, you know, that the commander of the ship, he like doesn't like Picard because Picard like had his family killed when he was aboard. So I like the premise of it. I like the captain. He seems like he's got an interesting, you know, story behind him. So curious to check that out. Next book we have here is Dark Web, Mary Jane and Black Cat #1. And this is a demonized variant. It looks like a Peach Momoko. It actually very well may be a Peach Momoko. This is going to go for just $4 tonight. Really? That's pretty cool. Like heavy in the sense of like Star Trek heavy, or heavy in the sense of like things for us to contemplate as humans? Or just things to contemplate. Next up, I have Spidey Super Stories #49 going for $5 tonight. $5. Dark Web by Don. Don's on his way to getting his vote. He's like, I want to see who's getting the old-fashioned voting. Crash Test Dummies #1. I can't believe I still have this book. It's going for $4 right now. The Batman Annual #16 is going to go for $5. Really cool cover here. Matt Wagner on the art, Alan Grant on the story. This is an Eclipso tie-in. I remember when this book came out. This is going to go for just $4. Sorry, $5. $5 on this. Crash Test Dummies gets called by Phil. Frank Forte in the house. How you doing, Frank? Good to see you, man. Spend $10 and you get to vote on who gets the bootin'. Huh, that's interesting. That is really cool, actually. That's awesome. All right. 2 more books for that bottom row here. I got Ghost Rider number 28. We got a variant here. This is a Mark Silvestri variant. I had this priced at $15 because that's what it's freaking going for. I looked this book up online. It's part of a connecting cover with Mark Silvestri on the cover. I don't know how else to sell this book. I've had it out here multiple times. I priced it at $15. Now I'm dropping it to $12. And if someone just buys it right now, makes a claim, you get it for $10, and I will allow you to cast your vote. You get to cast your vote at $10 for Ghost Rider number 28. It's just got to go. I don't want to sit on this stuff anymore. We got a new season coming up. I got to get up. I got to get rid of all this old stuff so I can go get new stuff. That's how it works. Can't sit on comics for too long. Yeah, man, I need to get the. I actually do have the metal cover from San Diego Comic-Con right here. I think. Yes, I do. Aha. I think I still have like, I don't know, like 10 or 20 of those left. These turned out beautiful. Limited to 100 copies. It's a San Diego Comic-Con variant. The variants we're going to be doing for Warline 2 are going to be a bit different. They're not going to be based on the cons. They're going to just be like based on everything. So we'll offer it to our Kickstarter crowd, but we'll initially release them at conventions. And I will always give you guys a chance to pick it up in advance. Or you can hold off until the Kickstarter because I'm probably going to bundle them all together and do them at like a cheaper price just to kind of like get some excitement going. But we have the Warline 1 foil cover limited to 100 copies going for $25. The Wolverine foil goes off to Phil. Phil, who are you voting for? Oh, wait, he's got to see the video. Hold on. Got to watch the video.
And now, Spawn number 2, made with such little effort, you would think it was AI. Oi! What do you think I'm doing? The spotlight's supposed to be on the boot. Oh, well, Governor. What do you think of me hat? I bought it out of the back pocket. That hat makes you look like a tiny scratum. Nah, this is me hat. I bought it fair and legal. Oi! Your stupid hat is loaded in me boot. And there's nothing legal about that, you testicle. Oi, hey, it's time for a good old-fashioned bootin'. Here's your chance to decide which one of us is getting a one-way trip to China. Someone's definitely gonna get a bootin', and it's the guys not wearing the stupid hat that makes him look like a tiny scratum. What the hell just happened? I'm Todd McFarlane.
All right. Oh, man, the things that go out of this head. Let me tell you guys. Not good. All right, Phil, you get to cast your vote now that you claim the Wolverine foil. Who do you want to get the bootin'? Is it Gunslinger Spawn, S-P-O-N, or is it S-P-H-A-W-N? Spawn. Since Phil says it, it will be so. I have a feeling. All right. Spawn versus Spawn. I actually should start keeping track. All right, Spawn. Because now that it's, I lowered the price of the casting vote to $10 so that everybody has a chance to vote. We got more than just like 2 or 3 votes. I want everybody to be able to participate. And as each of you cast your vote, I will mark it down. So far, Spawn is going to get the bootin'. If you want Spawn to get the bootin', you need to. We need 2 votes. All right, I got Naomi season 2, number 1 of 6. This is going to go for $4. Onrie's a comic legend. Thank you. And I'm going to throw the Warline foil up here. Frank, you were asking me about that. I appreciate it. And as far as that Bernie Wrightson book goes that you were asking me for, I will have a look and see if I can find that for you. And if I don't find it, like if I don't have it here and I don't find it at local comic shops, I can hunt for you at conventions too. I'll be at MegaCon next week, so if you're looking for something specific out there, I have no problems picking it up for you, and you can work something out on the back end. That war line is going to go for 25, Phil. 25 on the war line. Okay, up top I have Vengeance of Bane #1 and the sequel, The Redemption. This is part 2. This is a facsimile reprint that came out last year, and then this came out back in the 90s, but it is a first printing of it. So my ask on this is going to be just, what was it? $8 and $8. So $8 on this, $8 on this. It'd be $16 for everything. $16 for the Vengeance of Bane. And the first one is the first appearance of Bane. The second is a story that goes together with the story of the first, Bane's origin story. This is sort of like the sequel to it. It's really great. And this is going to go for just $16. Some really great comic work. We got some cool covers by Glenn Fabry on there. I absolutely love that dude. Such a talented artist. 70s DC horror. Hang on a second. I got something for you. I hope. Because I know it didn't sell yesterday. It never freaking sells for me. Or did it? I freaking sold it. Hold on. I had another one, though. Give me a second, Frank. There we go. I got something for you, Frank. And guys, Frank Forte is a comic book publisher like myself. He is also an artist, a very talented artist. He has some incredible books that he puts out. You guys have seen some of his stuff before. He does a lot of cool horror comics. And Frank, if you want to promote anything that you got going on, any upcoming Kickstarters or anything, feel free to let us know about it. A couple books I wanted to showcase to you, since you were telling me you were looking for some DC horror. I have the Unexpected #175. I'll do this for just $4. And if you spend $50 with me, you get free shipping on your order. That's just something to let you know about. And if you spend $25 and you get a spin at the wheel, and I will hook you up with something. You can save 5% on your order. You can get some free swag. We've got all kinds of stuff. You mentioned that you like that DC horror, so I was looking to see what other DC stuff I had just now, and I have Commandy the Last Boy on Earth #26 and #45. I'll do those at $4 a pop, so $8 on this pair. And then I have these Gold Key Disney books. Let's see, it is Walt Disney Comics and Stories. I don't see an issue number here, and I don't see one here on the Walt Disney's Mickey Mouse. But these are going for $4 a pop too, so that's $8 on those. If you're interested in any of those comics, let me know. I'll set it aside. All right, the DC Horror Unexpected. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoy that. That's a cool cover. I wonder who did it. Do you mind if I open it up to take a look? Let me know. I won't do it unless you say it's okay. Yeah. Do I have any Marvel horror? Oh, man. I can definitely be on the lookout. Like, I don't know what we're going to come across in the dollar bin because, like, I literally just grabbed a bunch of random books, but everything's going to go for $1. I'm just finishing up this showcase here, but once we start filling out the racks, I'm going to have, like, nothing but dollar books right now. So I might have something. Most of it's pretty modern. I think the earliest you're going to get here is probably, like, Copper Age. Like, nothing as old as some of these DC books that we have here. Those are usually, like, you know, books that I can't get at $1. So I usually like pick them up at like $3 or $4, kind of like what you do. And then I try and sell them for double the price, you know, try and make my money. All right. Here's a run I have here. Wild Cards, Drawing of Cards #1, #2, #3, and #4. Now, although this is a Marvel book, I'm not sure it's set in the Marvel universe. It looks like it's a George R.R. Martin thing. And I am doing this entire run here. This is all 4 issues, so you got the completed run here going for just $10 tonight on wild cards, drawing of the cards. Some cool covers here. Let's see who did the artwork on the interiors. Paul Cornell is the writer. I think he's done a lot of comics work. And Mike Hawthorne is the artist. And the art's pretty good. I dig it. It's $10 for the whole run for the George R.R. Martin wild card. So anybody who's a fan of Game of Thrones, the guy who created that, he has this other thing here. Maybe check it out. See if you might find it as interesting as Game of Thrones. $10 on this. And then I got this set here that I've been trying to get rid of forever. I'm just doing it at cover price. I'm into them for cover price. I'm selling them at cover price. Spider-Man 2099 Dark Genesis number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5. All right, so I'll give you the pitch on this. Maximum Carnage 2099. There, that's all this is. And it is written by Steve Orlando, who is a really, really great writer. He's done a lot of different stuff. He was working on Scarlet Witch. He had a really great run on that. And he's just been around in comics a long time. Really well-established creator. He's had his hand in pretty much everything Marvel has going on. So that's pretty cool. I picked this up. So when I say it's Maximum Carnage, that's it. That's not being fair. That's a lot. That's saying a lot. It's Maximum Carnage, but set in the year 2099 with it's a very different situation and a very different set of heroes helping out Spider-Man. And you see a lot of introductions. You got Blade 2099 making his first appearance here, so that's saying something. You got a new Punisher 2099. You have a new Venom showing up, I believe, too. And the 2099 stuff's actually picked up some steam since that Spider-Verse movie. And, now that they're doing this Madam Web thing and everything, if that takes off for any reason, which, I'm very skeptical of that movie. I don't know why it's being made or why we need it, but it's going to exist. And eventually someone's going to figure out how to do something good with that. And we could also say that they had no idea what they were doing when they made the Spider-Verse movie. I don't know how many people were not confident in it because it was being produced by Sony. But look what they turned that into. So let's not give up hope yet. I don't think we need a Kraven the Hunter, but the Madam Web, if they do something cool with it, why not? And if they can kind of tie it together with all the Spider-Verse stuff, that would be fun. But again, let's get back to Spider-Man 2099. This opens the door for a character like that to be explored more for sure. And we already saw that done by Oscar Krajicek in the Spider-Verse sequel. You think I don't want to be Spider-Man 2099? I just want to bang hookers. What was that movie he was in? Ex Machina. He was banging the hookahs and crying. Oscar Krajicek. All right. Spider-Man 2099 Dark Genesis 1 through 5. It's not the full run, but it is the first 5 parts of it. I think it may go for 6 or 8 issues. But you got a nice straight flush start of the run here. If I come across the rest, I'll pick them up for you for sure. This is all going to go for just $20 tonight. So each book's $4. There's 5 of them, $20. I'm just trying to do a straight flip, but again, you got some first appearances there. So the fact that I'm just selling them at cover price, I'm telling you, I bought those at cover price. Those are too new for me to get at the dollar bin. All right, Game of Thrones books are off to Don. Don, you get your vote. Who are you voting for? Who's getting the booty? Spawn or Spawn? Gunslinger Spawn? SPON? You guys need to see the video again? Cool. I just had a book you would have loved, Frank. It was Bizarre Adventures 34. You would have totally dug it. Let me see what other runs I have here. Just a second. Yes, I sold it. Nope, got it. Ah! Didn't sell it. That's good. I got Vampirella Lives from Harris Comics, number 1 and 2. These are going to go for 15 together. I know you were just mentioning you were looking for horror. Yeah, I'm so glad I still have those. Like, I really wanna hook you up tonight, Frank, since you're shopping with me. Don, you get to cast your vote. Who are you voting for? I can't wait for the Batman 2. I really just wish they would drop that like a bad habit. Give us a real Batman. All right, I've showcased everything on the bottom row here, and now it's time for us to move on to Dollar Comics. And pretty soon it'll be time for us to move over to Homo books. If you guys have any questions about these lower books here, just let me know. Not the gunslinger? Okay, so you're voting for Spawn to get the boot guy to get kicked by his own boot. Yeah, more older Vampy. I got you. I know. I'm gonna keep trying with you and we'll find you something. All right. I got Deathstroke the Terminator number 11, number 13, number 14, number 16, and number 17, all going for $1 a pop. Curtis, $5 on these Deathstrokes. Let me know if you want them. Bane and Warline. Okay, I think I already got you on the War. Oh yeah, Bane and Warline. Okay, cool. Bane and Warline. So let's grab those. Phil, I'm going to add this all to the same box, or do you want me to start a new box for you? Just let me know when you want me to move forward with shipping. The Deathstroke is, I got you, Curtis. Deathstroke was 1992, Frank. So before this show started, I actually, my day-to-day was spent at the warehouse packaging up books and then coming back and preparing. I actually had to send out a mailer for the experience. And then after that, I had to pay some bills and do some other stuff. And then I was getting ready for tonight's show. And then I was getting ready to make myself dinner, and then I realized I was missing a couple ingredients, so I had to run over to the grocery store, came back, made myself food. I ate for the first time today around 5 o'clock. And after that, I was watching Echo. And I'm now like in the middle of the 4th episode, and it is so good. I am really loving that show. It's nice to see Marvel putting out a really good, dark, show. It still feels a little too ABC primetime at times, but it's still dark and bloody, so it's almost kind of like that makes it even more eerie, and I love that. So it's like the effects are really good on the show, and I'm really excited about Daredevil. Okay, so the same box. Yeah, no, we're squared up on your first box. I'll just add this, and we'll make it we'll put everything in the same box. So don't worry about it. I just wanted to make sure we're good. Thanks for letting me know. Okay, we need one more bottom row book, and some top row stuff. I got something here. Hey, Frank, I'm going to hook you up with something. There's something else for you. Well, first off, we have this Venom Lethal Protector run. So this is by David Michelini and Fareed Karami. It's a 5-issue run here. Venom and Doctor Doom end up getting into a tussle because Doctor Doom wants to take control of Venom's symbiote. So this is a pretty cool run here. I'm asking for $30 on this run tonight. $30 on the Venom Lethal Protector. That is the 3rd series, but it's written by the same guy who co-created Venom and wrote his first miniseries. He may have written even more. He wrote the 2nd miniseries, Lethal Protector, and it's set within that that time span of when Eddie Brock was still Venom in the 90s. So it's a really cool book. Frank, for you, I pulled out something you might like. I have Defenders number 51. This is written by David Anthony Kraft, my mentor on Yusun Shin. It is the first appearance of the Ringer, which was a character that he created with Keith Giffen. And he really enjoyed working on this. And I don't know, I figured you might appreciate this. I'm going to do this tonight for $5 if you're interested. Defenders number 51, first appearance of the Ringer. And now back to dollar books. Oh, actually, we'll put that there. Roger, how you doing? Okay, you want to take that too? Awesome. I wanted you to have it. I was planning to sell it for $15, but again, I'm in this like clearance phase right now, so like I'm glad we can get you that book. Figured you'd like it. Okay, I have Legion of Superheroes Annual number 1. That's going to go for $1. Published, I think, in like published in 1982. It says it right on the cover. This series is awesome. Don't pass up on this. Spirits of Vengeance, number 1, number 3, and number 5. I built a full run of this for myself because I had issues 1, 2, and then I had issues 2 and 5. I actually have one listed online of this right now for $5 on my eBay store. And what I was going to do with these books was I just wanted to read them because Tom Hutchinson came into town for Fan Expo, and he told me this was a really great run of books. And it was only 5 parts, and so I picked it up, and I'm like, this is so good. This is so freaking amazing. The art is great. The story is awesome. The way they bring the Spirits of Vengeance together is awesome. They all have great chemistry with each other. There's a great villain. There's stakes. There's all kinds of stuff. I'm doing all 3 for $3. Okay. Roger gets Legions. Roger, now that you're here, I can tell you I meant to email you this week. So the guy who manufactures who's manufacturing the shirts for me, he's out of town until Saturday. He's very flighty and just really busy, so it's hard for me to get in touch with him. That's why fulfillment for the T-shirts took as long as they did. So I have the stuff that you bought last week, but I anticipate that he will be back by Monday, and him and I can get this all sorted out very quickly, and we can get your shirt printed and everything like that. So he told me he's coming back into town on Saturday. I will message him on Sunday and see if we can pick up all those shirts on Monday. If that's the case, are you okay if I ship out the stuff that you bought from me last week along with anything you pick up this week? And there will be no extra fees or shipping. Okay, cool. Thank you very much. Any Miles? What's up, Garcia? All right, Roger's claiming that. You guys aren't letting me keep these dollar books on the rack tonight. What's with you? We're having another killer show. What's going on here? We're blowing out comics? It's not supposed to happen. People don't buy comics. What is this? Hunt for Wolverine, number 1, going for $1. Captain America Annual number 12, going for $1. Avengers Unplugged number 2, that's going for $1. Now let's get back to that question. Any Miles? Garcia was asking. Yeah, I got some Miles, Garcia. Check this out, man. You want Miles? I got you some Miles. I got you some great Miles. Yeah, okay. I got 2 Miles books for you. One I'll put on the lower rack. One I'm just going to show off right now, just in case. Hey, what the heck? I got Ultimate Invasion #1, the Miles Morales variant. It's a really badass cover here, going for just $15 tonight. $15 on this. Pete pulled that for me. Sorry, see that when it came out. Next book we got here is Ultimate Fallout #4, first printing. This is my copy of it. My ask on this is going to be no less than $800. This is the most expensive book in my collection. And I'm just holding on to it. This is not a book I feel like I'm ready to let go of, but for $800, I'll do it. I just know no one's going to claim it on the show. But if someone does, I'll sell it to them. If someone gives me $800 right now, you are getting this book. I got you covered. But otherwise, I have no desire to part with it right now. Miles for $1 would be awesome. Yes, it would be. But if I got any serious buyers on Ultimate Fallout #1, I'll entertain it. But that's one of those books that, I literally bought it for $50 right before the Spider-Verse movie dropped because I was like, I knew there was something about this character, and I saw that book skyrocket to $300 like overnight. And I had a few copies of it. And initially when I started out, I was thinking that book is just a blue chip stock in terms of like investments go. Like it would be great to just keep buying that book over and over again. But then I talked to some people and they're like, yeah, it's not really, like the prices of these books fluctuate and you really got to watch how things are going. And it was, by the time I had that idea, it was too late. The time to have done that would have been when the book was $50. So I invested in 2 copies, and back then I should have probably bought like 10. But like now buying it at like these prices, you're making it. The higher these books go up in value, the smaller your margins go. So I want to take that book to the freaking top. I want to pay my kids' college tuition with that book. One day it's going to happen. First appearance of Miles Morales. That's cool. All right, if we come across any other Miles for $1, it's yours. Just keep watching. I have no idea what's in these boxes, so I could come across it. Cable number 17 is going for $1. Secret Origins, starring Halo and Batman, #6, going for $1. Secret Origins 8, we got Shadowlass and Dullman, that's going for $1. Secret Origins 9, we got the Flash, JSA Flash, and Star Spangled Kid is going for $1. Adam Skinner, what's up? Secret Origins starring the Phantom Stranger, #10, going for $1. Secret Origins starring Hawkman and Power Girl, going for $1. That is a freaking steal. How much on these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, $5 on these? That is a steal for the Secret Origins. Yes, it is a first print of Ultimate Fallout 4, Miss Jen. How are you? We have the mighty Miss Jen King in the house. She is the lady who doesn't stop working. Hold on, a couple of you guys are owed votes. Well, Frank, you're $1 away from a vote. And we're doing a little Phantom Stranger goes to Roger. Roger, you get, did you want the whole bundle? No, not $100, Jen. $800. That's a book I'm not like looking to part with. So I put like an extremely high price on it that I know no one is going to want to pay for it. But if someone does want it, I'll sell it to them, but I'm sticking at $800. Definitely not $1 book. How are you doing tonight? All right. So Roger, okay, wait, hold on a second. Chris Steiskell called the Secret Origins, which included the Phantom Stranger. So this actually goes to Chris Steiskell. But Chris, would you be willing to give this to Roger? Well, thank you, Jen. I appreciate it. Of all the things you could be doing on your free time, like relaxing or spending time with your family or sorting through your shop or, servicing your customers, you choose to spend your time with me. And sincerely, that means a lot. Thank you for doing it. I appreciate you. You have done so much for me over the years and continue to do so. It's good to know you. All right, you're giving Phantom Stranger to Roger. This is why I love kicking it. You guys are the best. Helping out each other. I love it. Oh, bring out the best in one. Heal the world. All right, Roger, you are at 5, so you're $5 away from a vote. And in case you guys don't know, we're playing a little game tonight. It's a little inappropriate, but we're on my channel, so I can get away with it. So just watch this video here.
And now, Spawn number 2, made with such little effort, you would think it was AI. Oi! What do you think I'm doing? The spotlight's supposed to be on the boot. Oh, hello, Governor. What do you think of me hat? I bought it out of the back pocket. That hat makes you look like a tiny stratum. Nah, this is me hat. I bought it fair and legal. Oi! Your stupid hat is larger than me boot. And there's nothing legal about that, you testicle. Oi, hey, it's time for a good old-fashioned bootin'. Here's your chance to decide which one of us is getting a one-way trip to China. Someone's definitely gonna get a bootin', and it's the guys not wearing the stupid hat that makes him look like a tiny scratum. What the hell just happened? I'm Todd McFarlane.
So all this started with Spawnuary. I started drawing these really lame, Spawn stick figures and just playing them online. And, I give myself full credit for this because I'm probably the only writer who actually thought that he had a chance with this. I didn't actually submit, but I decided to make a little game out of it. And so whenever you spend $10, you get to cast a vote on who's getting the bootin'. And if you stick around until the end of the episode, you'll figure out who gets the bootin'. It's all going to be based on you guys and your votes. For everyone who is on the winning side of the person who gets the bootin', you get this really cool War Lion and Blood and Fire print. I am just going to sign this for you and hook you up. Everybody who participates tonight and spends at least $10 to get one of these things. So that's the deal. Every day I'm thinking about different ways to kind of spice up these shows because I've noticed that a lot of comic shops have made like a huge comeback since December, and it's like really been encouraging to me. Like there's a comic shop out in California called Arsenal Comics, and the owner of the shop was really kind of scrambling to hold things together around December. And just over the last month or so, I've just seen him take such great initiative to breathe new life into his store after suffering some really harsh losses, and just this guy just keeps going and going. And you see success coming back to his shop as a result of his hard work. And we all work really hard to be in this business. So I'm always inspired by the people who are, rather than just talking about how bad things are actually taking initiatives to get people more interested in reading comics. And that's what really breathes life into this industry. That's where we see growth, is when we're all trying to build each other up. And no one builds anyone up more than Jen King. So the fact that she's spending some time with me tonight is awesome. All right, I got Black Cat number 1. This is a second printing going for $1. I have a second printing of number 2 going for $1. Number 3 is going for $1. And number 8 is going for $1. And we got Frank Forte in the house, another comic book creator, California-based comic book creator. This is going to go for $4. Frank, you should stop by at Arsenal Comics, and you should actually talk with Timmy because he's done. He did a horror story for for Archie, and he is a very talented writer. But aside from being a talented writer, he is also a comic shop owner, and he might be interested in having you come over to do a signing. I mean, he's not far from where you live. We were all hanging out together. He's probably about another 20 or 30 minutes from where the shop that we hung out with at Glendale, or was it Glendale where we went? I forgot the name of the shop. Great shop, by the way. I bought myself some stuff I shouldn't have bought. I was a naughty little boy. I have Batman Superman number 3. That's going to go for $1. Yeah, Frank, Transformers is hot, and I actually have that first issue if anybody's looking for it. No, I'm not reading. I read the first issue of Transformers. I have it right now. Here, I'll show it to you guys. Someone claimed it a couple weeks ago, and then they put it down. And I'm like, all right, I'll just recirculate it. So I have Transformers #1 right now. I'm doing this one for 15. I've read this book. I don't know. I'm not like hooked. I thought Void Rivals was better, like in terms of like actually hooking me. But I've never really been like a Transformer comic fan. I've never really been a Transformers fan. Period. Like I know plenty about it, but like it just I don't know. It's just not for me. But I appreciate it. I mean, the artwork on this book is sensational. Look at that cover. And I gave it a shot. I mean, I did pick this up, and there was some cool stuff that happened at the end. Like the Decepticon killed that person, and it was pretty brutal. I just spoiled it, but that's just proving to you guys I read it. Those of you who think I'm just like talking out my tuchus. But yeah, this is a good first issue. I'll tell you what it is. It's not that it was a bad first issue. For a first issue, this was probably one of the better ones. But I've got so many other books on my reading pile, and I'm paying cover price for these books like all you guys are. Sometimes a store will give me like a small discount because I'm a local comic book creator, or because I buy so much stuff from them that eventually it doesn't matter. But, like I'm always very careful with these books because most of the time I'll find them in a dollar bin a year later, and I'll just read them then, because there are times when stores order so many copies of these books, and then they don't even have time to inventorize it. They just need to dump it. So they just put it in their dollar bins, and that's where I do a lot of my restocking. So I have access to a lot of modern stuff. It's not something like I usually go after right away. But if I came across like issues 2 through 8 of this and for $1, I would pick them up and read them. And I don't know, maybe I might find them, maybe I won't. Maybe I'll never see these books in a dollar bin. But it happens. You never know what you're going to find. There's always gold there. I found $1 book. Jen knows this story. Who was that guy from the 80s? Oh man, was it a ragamuffin? Not a ragamuffin. Whatever. Nards. Was it Nards? Nerds, something like that. It was just some like obscure, not obscure. It was kind of like a well-known 80s cartoon character, and he got his Noid. It was the Noid, and he got his own comic. And I found it in a dollar bin, and it turned out that book was like $15, and I sold it for $15 on eBay. So you never know what you're going to find in a dollar bin. Most of the time, it's not that the books don't have value; it's just that the person selling it doesn't have time to go through it all because they have bigger fish to fry with their other aspects of their collection. So, Snart, yeah, Ralph Snart. Yeah, avoid the Noid. Yeah, Galaxy of Comics. Yeah, you should go visit Arsenal Comics. I'll write that out in the comments here. Arsenal Comics, and ask for Timmy Heeg. And again, maybe you guys might collaborate too. He's a writer, and he's very hungry for work. This guy is looking to get in as a freelancer. So I don't know, like what you're. Just talk to each other. He's a comic shop owner. This guy knows how to move stuff and how to make stuff happen. I'm actually pitching something with him too. I just need to follow up with him, and I'm super slow right now. But anyway, I have that Transformers going for 15. Sorry to get off course here. And then we had a claim on the Black Cat earlier. Black Cat went off to David Moore. So we got the Black Cats for David Moore at 4. Okay. Yes, that was the Domino's pizza guy. Yeah, okay. All right, let's get back to Dollar Comics. I've gotten so off topic. I'm sorry. I got Imperial Guard #4 and #5. This is going for $2. The one thing is I try and converse with you guys as much as possible too. Like, but it's also like I'm conversing with everyone at once. So sometimes it takes me a second to go and respond to everybody or to see your comments. But I am talking to you guys. It might just take me an extra moment to get back to you guys, and that's also what kind of makes the comic buying more fun, is when we get to know each other a little bit more. I have Soul Plumber number 5 and Soul Plumber number 6. That's going to go for just $2. $2 on this pair. I Vampire number 6 is going to go for $1. Slingers number 2 is $1. Frontiersmen number 1 and number 2 and number 3, $3. $3 on those. The dollar rack is killing it tonight. I haven't been able to fill it up yet. We are just moving through stuff. Frank, I got some more stuff that could potentially come up here. Keep watching. Warp Graphics Annual number 1. This just made me think of you because it's just like obscure indie. We're going to go for $1. Frontiersman is off to Phil. Phil. Awesome. So I remember the first time I ever saw a live sale was Jen King in 2020. I had no idea what the heck any of it was. But I was really depressed at the time because conventions had been canceled, and that was how I was like moving comics and everything. So I remember seeing my first live sale, and it was just a big feature she did with independent books. And it was just all indie books. And Miss Jen was selling through those books like hotcakes. Like literally every book was selling out. And I was watching her work, and it just didn't occur to me at that moment that I could be doing the same exact thing. It took me about 6 months of like deep thinking to realize, like, hey, I could go out and do this too, and this is what I want to do. COVID made me kind of recalibrate my thinking a little bit, and if I didn't do that, I wouldn't be here right now with you guys selling these comics. So I always think about that. I always remember my roots. Siege Loki number 1 is a one-shot going for $1, and it's just cool to be here right now. If I would look back on myself 4 years ago in 2020 and imagine myself doing this now, I'd be like, yeah, I should be doing that now. I could be doing it right away. Could have got in while the eating was at its best. I got New Ultimates number 2 by Jeff Loeb and Frank Cho. This is going to go for $1. But that was actually a really interesting period for me, because that's where Warline really kind of took shape. Was because I didn't have anything else going on, and it was really, really hard. I was, I was kind of in between things. Like we were all in this weird place where I couldn't work, but I wanted to work, and I didn't know how to continue working the way that I knew how. So initially, I started doing interview shows and taking on freelance editing work. And then I realized, like, I really didn't want to be spending so much time editing comics. I would rather be writing them and making my own. But I also, one thing I really enjoy is sales. I like being out and engaging people and being that happy place for somebody, brightening someone's day. It's the greatest job in the world, and not everybody can do it. So I'm happy that I get to do this for a living. And it's all because of you guys. Super Sons number 4. This is going to go for $1. Mighty Thor number 4. This is going to go for $1. I got X-Men Regenesis. This is a one-shot going for $1. Eclipso, The Darkness Within. This is a DC special here, and it's got this plastic gem thing here going for $1. All right, World Graphics goes for $1 to Frank. Frank, you get to cast your vote. Who's getting the booting? Is it Gunslinger Spawn or is it Spawn? You guys are going to want to stick till the end for that video, by the way. But Frank gets to cast his vote. He's at $10. David Moore, you're at 4. Chris Deisel's at 4. Roger, you're at 5. Curtis, you're at 5. Phil, Don, and now Frank get to cast their votes. Or have already casted. Gunslinger gets. Spawn's getting the booting. All right. Spawn now needs 2 more votes in order to get the booting. Spawn is the one with the big boot. I always wondered why Spawn had a boot in the first place. And we got Mike Libby in the house. So I'm going to show the video again so Mike Libby knows the rules. Mike, I think you'll appreciate this. Check it out.
And now, Spawn number 2, made with such little effort, you would think it was AI. Oi! What do you think I'm doing? The spotlight's supposed to be on the boot. Oh, well, Governor. What do you think of me hat? I bought it out of the back pocket. That hat makes you look like a tiny stratum. Nah, this is me hat. I bought it fair and legal. Oi! Your stupid hat is larger than me boot. And there's nothing legal about that, you testicle. Oi, hey, it's time for a good old-fashioned bootin'. Here's your chance to decide which one of us is getting a one-way trip to China. Someone's definitely gonna get a bootin', and it's the guys not wearing the stupid hat that makes him look like a tiny scratum. What the hell just happened? I'm Todd McFarlane.
All right. Mike Libby needs a laugh, guys. So let's keep it going tonight. I know some of you guys have not seen this video so many times it's driving me nuts. But all right, Frank has cast his vote, Phil has cast his vote, and Don has cast his vote. So far, it looks like Gunslinger Spawn is getting the boot. Stick around for the entire show to find out who gets it. Night Thrasher 15 is going for $1. I have Invincible Iron Man number 7, number 8, number 9, number 10, number 11, and number 12. This is all going to go for $2, $4, $6, $6 on this. $6 on this. I have Punisher Max number 14. That's going to go for $1. I have Arkham City number 4 of 6. This looks like a variant cover here. And then I have a number 6 of 6. This is going to go for just $1 a piece. That's $2. Frank, I got something you're going to like. Prince Valiant, the official Prince Valiant by Hal Foster, going for $1. Batgirls, number 6. This looks like a cool series. I've never checked it out. Becky Cloonan wrote it. She's a very talented writer. Going for $1. X-Men gets claimed by Phil. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. What world are we living in? Who knows? Who knows? I have Nightwing and Magilla Gorilla. This is going to go for $1. Frank, I got another one for you. Junk Rabbit, number 5. And it's a little bit old. It's a little bit newer, I know, but looks kind of maybe. Shadowline put this out. Going for $1 either way. Rough and Ready Show number 1, Rough and Ready Show number 2, and numero 3. It's going to go for $3. $3. I think it's a collection. Stories are in black and white, so it's a collection, but just like in a single issue. Bloodshot number 10, old Valiant books here. Number 11, going for just $2 right now. These are at least $3 to $4 books, by the way, guys. Going for $1 a piece right now, just because I got a little bit. Green Arrow Rebirth number 1, going for $1. Superman 78 is going for $1. Karate Kid number 13, going for $1. All right, awesome, I got you. Frank, what's your next convention, dude? Are you coming out for MegaCon? Because if you are, I can, or Emerald City Comic Con. If you want to save on shipping and I see you at a con, I can just bring your stuff to you. Green Arrow goes to Don. Gets Green Arrow. Bentley's hanging out with us down here. This Sunday, you're doing Pasadena Comic Con. Well, good luck. Good luck there. I have Death Blow number 1, Jim Lee. That's going for $1. Jim Lee's Death Blow. Terrifics number 19. This is going to go for $1. It is FOMO time, isn't it? Chris Dyson's keeping me on point here. Let me build out the rest of this rack here, and we'll do it. War College number 4 is $1. Punisher Annual number 1 is $1. Ooh, here's something else I think you might like. Poison Elves. We have number 15, number 20, going for $2. $2. And then I got Punisher number 2. This is the Max series. Number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6. All Tim Bradstreet covers. This is number 7, 8, 9, and 10. Oh, that's awesome. You got Tim Vigil coming there. Tim Vigil is an extraordinarily talented artist, and Frank works pretty closely with him. 6, 8, 9. $9 on these Punisher Max books here. It's a good deal on those. Punisher's coming back, apparently. John Barenthal revisiting the role. Okay, Chris Dyson's keeping us on point. So it is FOMO time. I'm going to air the FOMO video, which will explain what FOMO is.
It's FOMO time! What's that even mean anyway? Oh, is that what it means? I'm such a wiener for missing out on these great deals!
Don't be a wiener, guys, and miss out on the good deals right now. I have New 52 Superman Action Comics number 1. This is going to go for $5 tonight. I have a variant of Alien number 9. This is going to go for $5 tonight. I have Wolverine number 24, really cool Jim Lee cover. This is going to go for $10 tonight. I have Wonder Woman 23.1 with Cheetah on the cover. Chester Cheetah! This is going to go for $4 tonight. Amazing Spider-Man 800 variant by Greg Land. This is going to go for just $10 tonight. I have Punchline, the Gotham game number 1. This is a variant cover by Rose Besh. This is going to go for $5 tonight. And I have Shadow the Bat number 1, first appearance of Mr. Zaz. It's going to go for $5. And then I have Hulk number 6, first appearance of Titan Hulk. First full appearance of the Titan Hulk personality. This is going to go for $10. Wolverine gets claimed by Dave. I got it. Dave Moore, who's getting the booting? You get to cast your vote now. Is it Gunslinger Spawn or Spawn? Shadow the Bat goes to Phil. Got it. Can't wait to hit the David Moore tribute video momentarily. Gunslinger gets the boot. Oh man, Gunslinger's it's all coming for him. Chris Dyskel, you're gonna want to stick around to the end for this. You can't miss it. All right. You guys are totally not gonna want to miss the end of tonight's episode. All right. We got another 45 minutes, and in 45 minutes we will see who gets the boot. It's Spawn with the big boot. I'm making fun of how Spawn always had a big boot, and I figured it's finally time he did something with it. So now he's going around and giving everyone the boot this Spawnuary. I think we're going to make it a yearly festival from now on, Spawnuary. Every January we're going to do Spawnuary. That's when I'm going to do these little videos. That way, that gives me some time so it doesn't get played out too quickly. More like Gunslinger. He bought his hat fair and legal on the black market. And obviously the whole gunslinger spawn thing was making fun of how huge and over-exaggerated the hats can be on gunslinger spawn. So I just made it like super elongated. Put some starch in it and it'll make it all erect. Can I change my vote? Yes, you can change your vote. You get a one-time change. SpawnCon, that's exactly it. That's what we'll call it. Gunslinger gets the boot. I got Thief of Thieves number 11, and I'm having such a terrible. It's so hard for me to keep that Australian accent and not let it fall into a Scottish accent. It's terrible. I had to like re-record it like so many times. It was terrible. I got the worst accents ever. It's so bad. It's so bad. It's pathetic. Oh man. All right, change it. Who are you voting for now? I don't remember who you voted for. So I have 3 for Spawn and 1 for Spawn the Gunslinger. It's Gunslinger 3 to Spawn 1. So who's getting the boot? Luke picks Spawn next. So you voted for so you want Gunslinger, so you voted for Gunslinger originally? Who did you vote for first? And who do you want to have now? If Gunslinger's getting it, then it's 4 on Gunslinger and 0 on Spawn. No one's showing any mercy for Gunslinger Spawn tonight. Okay, so you want the other squad to get the boot. Okay, all right. So it's 2-2 now. It's now a tie game. Who's gonna break the tie? Phil's. I see what you're doing, Phil. You're the man, dude. I got you, brother. Phil's changing up the vote because now it's tied. Now it's a tie vote. It's 2-2. So who's going to break that tie? My man. Thief of Thieves, number 11. That's going to go for $1. I love you guys. Catwoman 29 is going for $1. You like a nice hat. But doesn't have the power to beat out the boot. Spawn's boot. Has he used the boot to do anything? I will make you guys a solemn promise. As a freelance comic book writer, if I ever have a chance to write Spawn for real, which I don't think I'll ever get that opportunity after all this nonsense, I promise you I will do something with that boot. He is going to kick someone so hard, like kick Violator right between the legs with that big boot. Like, do something with that boot. Step on Billy Kincaid's face with it. I mean, like, do something with it. You can't do much of that. Said visit China, the capital P China. Force Works number 5. It's gonna go for $1. Sliders Ultimatum number 1 of 2 is gonna go for $1. Martial Law, Fear and Loathing. This looks kind of cool. Going for $1. Deathstroke 38. We got a cool variant here going for $1. Dark Wolverine 79 is going for $1. Space Above and Beyond the Gauntlet, number 1 of 2, is going for $1. Some great dollar books here tonight, guys. I'm about to sell out the entire rack, and we're going to do it for a stupid low price. You spend $50 with me, you get free shipping on your order. Martial Law goes off the bill. Gotcha, Phil. I got Fallen Sun, The Death of Captain America. This is Avengers. This is going to go for $1. I got Avengers 749, World War She-Hulk Part 4, going for $1. Avengers 52, it's going for $1. X-Men 26 is $1. Fallen Sun goes off to get more. I got T7 number 0, that's going for $1. Deceased number 3 of 8, number 6 of 8, and number 8 of 8. It's all going to go for $1 a piece, $3 on those. And X-Men 26 is off to Curtis. Beautiful. Curtis, you are $4 away from a vote. All right, I still got these books here. I wanted to showcase one more time. I have Commandy number 26 and number 45. These are going for $4 a piece, $8 is a set. And then I have these Gold Key Disney books here, Walt Disney's Comics and Stories, and Walt Disney's Mickey Mouse. I don't know what issue numbers these are. I don't know if someone wants to tell me where I can look, but I can't tell based on the cover. But either way, I'm just doing them at $4 a pop. You get them at $8. So these are two $8 bundle sets here. Grab them so I can get rid of them. And then I still have that Transformers 1 going for $15 for anyone who wants it. And all these lower books here, lower rack books here, still need to be claimed. Some of them are like $5 books. I think the most expensive book we have on the rack right now is on the bottom rack is $20. So we got that amazing Spider-Man 300 going at $20, and we got the Hulk 181 going at $20. These are the foil facsimile covers. Pretty much the exact same book with the foil cover. Really cool collector's item, really cool initiative by Marvel. I'm going to take our FOMO books down for a moment. I'll showcase them one more time, and I'm just going to put them off to the side for a second so we can fill off the rack and try and sell off all these books at once. I have Amazing Spider-Man number 800. This is going to go for just $10 tonight. That's the price on it. Punchline, the Gotham game number 1. This is the variant covered by Rose Besh. I love that DC marks that information on the cover now. It's so great. That's going to go for $5. Superman, the Action Comics number 1. This is a new 52. One for $5. Bryce Morales did this. Really great artist and a good dude. Alien number 9, variant edition. Going for $5. And then I have Hulk number 10, first appearance of the new Hulk personality, Titan Hulk. What if the Bruce Banner has a Hulk? What if the Hulk had a Hulk? That's the premise. And the idea of it was kind of like a Starship Hulk. Bruce Banner was like the captain of like his own starship, and he was using the Hulk's body to navigate. It's interesting. He wasn't a very good captain though. He kind of sucked. I got Justice League Lobo number 1. This is Justice League number 23.2 going for $1. Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man number 8 and number 12 is going for $2. I have another copy of number 12 going for $1. All this Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Mans are just $3. Tom Taylor wrote that. He's a very, very talented writer. Captain America and the First 13, number 1 is a one-shot going for $1. Wolverine, Black, White, and Blood, number 4 is going for $1. Journey into Mystery, number 637, number 638, number 644, all are going to go for just $3 tonight. $3. Get ready, guys. The big deal is coming, and you're going to see we're going to move all of these books here in just 1 second. Strange, number 404, there's a 4-issue run. Mark Waid on the writing. You can't go wrong with Mark Waid. Like, literally everything that guy does is awesome. It's going for $1. I don't think I've ever read a bad Mark Waid book, ever in my life. I don't think they even exist. Dark Horse Presents number 9. Kirby Award nominee, going for $1. All right, let's see what we got here in terms of claims. All right. Okay. Okay. So Captain America goes off to Phil. Start off with Phil. Cap. Okay. Journey into Mystery goes to Don. Journey. So I was literally packing up books all day for MegaCon, and I got a little video here showcasing how many books I'm bringing out there with me. I'm making a little TikTok video. I'm starting to use TikTok more, so this is like some raw footage from my next TikTok that I'm going to put up there. But it's a pretty important show for me right now. Like in terms of my business, this is sort of like my tipping point in terms of like kicking things off for the year, and I need the show to be good. So I brought a lot of inventory out there. I bought a realistic number of what I think I can do at this show. I'm releasing Warline 2 for the first time. We're putting out a noir edition of it, which features a very gorgeous cover by Fabrice Sapolsky. The books are being printed now. They will go for sale next week. We're doing them at $15. I offered a little pre-order window. That window is now closed. The rest of the copies that we get are going up for the Kickstarter campaign because we're not going to reprint the noir edition. And then I have an additional 100 printed up for the convention, and I'm going to see what I can sell through over the course of the time I'm there. But my goal is to sell out of everything, including those variants. I really don't want to come back with those because I have enough. I have plenty already. The lesson I learned with Warline 1 was I did all these different variants. I kept printing it, and it was costing me a lot of money. So now I'm kind of looking at it and being like, do I need to go back to press so many times with a book before I get the main run, back, and chances are I'll be able to throw Warline 2 onto my onto the offset printing I'm about to do. So once I'm done with MegaCon, my job in February is to get copies of Warrior Defender and Marks back in print. Marks is completely sold out right now, so I'm about to do a print run of 2,000 copies of Marks' Tale of Neglect and another 2,000 copies of the Yusuke Warrior Defender graphic novel with updated files and an interview with Chuck Pino in there, who did a lot of work on helping me remaster the book. So I figured as a way of making something new, we can put an interview together with him. I just haven't had a chance to focus on it yet because I have to keep things moving with Warline 3. There's a lot of moving parts with this, and then there's everything I'm doing here. And some of it is like I'm only one person doing everything, so I have to kind of like shift my focus on where I can do the most, where I can put in the most effort and get the highest results. And right now it's finishing up Warline 3. That is the priority right now. I have to get that book going and really moving. So it's a lot. It's a lot to take on at once. And mainly because I'm going to lose the artist in a year. Like once Dexter gets picked up by Marvel, he is most likely not going to have time to work on anything that we're doing together anymore. That could also not be the case, but I don't want it to be the case. I want him to be so busy that he doesn't have time for anything. He shouldn't have any time for me whatsoever. So I got to get Warline 3 done right now so that this guy can become the superstar he is destined to become. And once he becomes a superstar, a rising tide raises all ships. So Dexter will always have a job with me, but I want him to do more. And I couldn't endorse this guy more if I wanted to. But if I could keep him forever, that would be great. But if you love an artist, set him free. That's what I say. And I'm really happy to say that I have a really good track record of working with some pretty great talent. And Giovanni Timpano, the artist who worked on Eastern Shin, he is now working for Activision. He's running their whole Call of Duty comics line. He is so freaking busy. He doesn't even have. I asked him, I'm like, can you come back on to possibly do Eastern Shin? He's like, I don't have time. He's like, I have to hire assistants to help me out now. So I'm like, why don't you just have your assistants do your job and come back and work on Easton Shin? And he's like, no, I don't ever want to work for you. Get out of here. Now he's just too busy. I believe the same is going to be true for Dexter very soon. I have seen it before. This guy is going to shoot like a star into the sky. I have claims. No, I got the claims. So we're caught up with Don Johnson claiming Journey into Mystery. And then I have Start on Spawn 1. Yeah, I got that going too. We got Adventure Man number 8 going for $1. Buffy the Vampire Slayer season 9 number 12 going for $1. All right. Now, I want to sell all this off. I don't want to hold on to any of this stuff anymore. I don't have space for it. So, doing $15 a rack. But if you buy them together right now, that's both these double racks. I'll do it for $25. You spend $50 and you get free shipping. I'm going to count how many actual comics you're getting here so that you can do the math, especially if you plan to flip these books. You are paying less than $1, less than 50 cents. So I want you to make your money. I want you to understand where you're going to make your money on it if you're going to resell it. If you're buying this stuff because you just want to read it, well, then you're getting a heck of a deal. You're paying less than, you're paying dealer rates essentially. And here we go. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. By the way, there's no full run of books right here. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 25, 26, 27, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. I got 34 on this rack. 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 63, 64, 65. 71, 72. 72 comics for $25. Do the math. 25 divided by 72. That is 35 cents a book. 35 cents a book. You get the double rack at $25. You got some full runs here. You got all kinds of, you got that full run of Max Punisher. Get it all. $25. 75 comics for $25. You spend $50 with me, you get free shipping on your order. Paging Leonard Pig. Cast your vote. This is a quick vote. And a spin on the wheel. I owe some spins on the wheel. Definitely owe a spin on the wheel to Phil. And Don, you got one coming up too. David, you're not far off from a spin. Yeah, you don't get free shipping, unfortunately, Phil. But I appreciate what you're doing, regardless. You're fine. You're giving me your business right now, and I promise you, you will get all of your books, and they will come just the way you'll get the same service. Otherwise, I will actually handle your shipping with extra care because it is international, and I know how much money that costs. So you're really going out of your way to shop with me right now, and I appreciate that very much. Wow, Chris Dyskel's literally coming out there. And Leonard needs to get his vote in. Decide who's going to get the bootin'. Is it Spawn or Gunslinger Spawn? We got about 25 minutes left before we end tonight's episode. But do not worry, I will be back at the end of this week. So on Sunday, I'll be on the EXP Expo. I'm doing a show on there, 2-hour slot. We're going to show off all new comics. If I don't get through all these dollar books tonight, then we'll continue working with those dollar books on Sunday, so you guys can continue shopping with me. So we'll definitely have dollar books because I have only gotten through half of a box, and we only got like 25 minutes left to go. So it's really just moving individually. Yeah, I'm sorry, dude. Chill Phil gets a boot and I'm shipping. That's so mean.
Chris, that's me, man. You owe an apology for that. That was cold, man. You could, hey, don't. If it were up to me, believe me, I would hook you up with free shipping. It's just it gets pricey, you know. I wish I could hook everybody up. So we got any takers on that double rack? That would be really awesome. 75 comics at $25 right now. Last night we moved 300 comics. The equivalent of a long box. In just one show. It'd be really cool to get through another short box. Another shorty. We do this all at $25. $25. $20. $20. It's got to move now. I don't want to sit on this anymore. You're getting $10 a rack here. 75 comics for $20. 27 cents a book now. Less than 30 cents. Flip them for 50 cents, you're making double your money. Put them up for $1, you're making 4 times. 3 times, sorry. It's 3 times? 4 times. 4 times. One time. Playing that double rack at 20. Please don't make me take these books down. I beg of you guys. Someone call that double rack at 20. Oh. Chris Dyskull feels my pain here. Give it another minute. And it's okay if it doesn't get claimed. It's not the end of the world. We'll bring them back on the experience on Sunday. Maybe they'll move then. At $20. If I even get to them. Or I'll shuffle them around for next week. If not, I'll just go back to the warehouse. The next time I bust them out, I might do them at $2 a pop. You never know. If these don't sell, I get a booted. That's what Chris Dyskull's telling us right now. Chris, you got it. All right, clockwise. All right, you get your spin. That's right. Let's do the spin. Wheel of skid bar.
It's time to spin the wheel of skid bar.
All right, Phil, I'm spinning for you, and I'm doing it clockwise. 1, 2, 3. You get a free Marvel book. So call it free Marvel book. $20 on the double rack. We got a $20 double rack, Leonard, if you are interested. Gives you a quick, it gives you a, what's it called? A vote for who gets the booting. You could be the guy who changes it. Right now it's a tie game. 2-2. So both of these guys are getting the booting. So Leonard, you're the guy who's got to change the vote. You got to rock the vote, dude. I got to fill one more book here. The Kingdom #1 is going for $1. And I am doing, Leonard, this entire double rack that is 75 comics for $20 right now, which is roughly 26 cents a book. You could sell them for 50 cents and double your money. That's literally what you can do. You'll be $30 away from getting free shipping too. And we got about 19 minutes left before this episode is done. So this is the time. Call it as you see it. For that double rack.
All right. In the interest of keeping your attention span for the next 20 minutes, I'm going to take these books down regardless. If Leonard doesn't play them, I'm going to move on to something else. But I will show you, Leonard, how many books you're getting right now. Got a nice run of Punisher Max, issues 2 through 10. All for 30 cents. But got some issues of Poison Elves. We got Karate Kid, number 13, including that. How do I settle ties? Oh, how are we going to settle the tie? Oh, geez. I'm just going to give. I'm going to cast my vote in. I get to cast my vote in. That's what will be the tiebreaker. Which is really boring. You don't want me to vote to break the tie. That'll be really good. Got that Captain America annual here for 30 cents now. If you grab the whole bundle at 20. If you're going to do it at 25, I'll do it all at 20. But that's what it takes to get your business. That is what we'll do. Nice box here for you. $20. All right, Leonard, break that tie. Who are you voting for? Do you know this? No, he didn't see the video. Your casting a vote seemed like a conflict of interest or gray area of the law we talked about last week. Okay, all right, hold on a second. Gray area of the law. You'll see. I got an answer to that, Todd. You're only moments away from seeing it.
And now, Spawn number 2, made with such little effort, you would think it was AI. Oi! What do you think I'm doing? The spotlight's supposed to be on the boot. Oh, hello, Governor. What do you think of me hat? I bought it out of the back pocket. That hat makes you look like a tiny stratum. Nah, this is me hat. I bought it fair and legal. Oi! Your stupid hat is larger than me boot. And there's nothing legal about that, you testicle. Oi, hey, it's time for a good old-fashioned bootin'. Here's your chance to decide which one of us is getting a one-way trip to China. Someone's definitely gonna get a bootin', and it's the guys not wearing the stupid hat that makes him look like a tiny scratum. What the hell just happened? I'm Todd McFarlane.
All right, we're back. So, Leonard, who are you voting for? He breaks the tie. The gunslinger spot gets the boot. All right. I wish I could have like a peace out song for tonight, like after this episode's over. And I think everybody should listen to that song from Jay and Silent Bob, the How Many People Want to Kick Some Ass. That's such a great song. Justice number 11, I forgot who sang it. It's going to go for $1. So through half of a short box, still got some time to make it all the way through the full shorty. How many people want to kick some ass? You guys remember that song? Justice is off to Curtis. Curtis is $3 away from a spit. He could just mess this all up for everybody. Oh, man. He knows exactly who he's going to vote for, too. Out of the way. Someone's about to get it in the rump. Someone's about to get it in the bum. Always look on the bright side of life. All right. Silver Surfer 91, 92, 125, and 127, all going for $4. $4 on these. Play Africa by Toto. Yes, that's a good one too. That's a great one. Chris Deiskell. $4 for Don. Gotcha. Don, you are at 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. You're at 22, so you're $3 away from a spin. Power of Shazam number 11 is $1. Dreadstar 50th issue is going for $1. Tarzan. Yes. Oh yeah, Lemmy Winks. I was actually thinking of the Canadians and Terrence and Phillip. You know how they do that? How they have the Canadian accents. I am very South Park inspired with all this crap. I'm ripping stuff off. AI is ripping off stuff. I can rip off stuff. I have human rights. AI doesn't. I can rip stuff off all I want, damn it. I'll rip it all off. I have Deathmate Prologue going for $1. Elf Quest 23 is going for $1. Mighty Thor 19 is $1. Invisible Woman number 3 is $1. We got Hell's Angel number 3, number 4, and number 5, all going for $1. $1 off. Frontiersman number 4 and number 5. Someone claimed the Frontiersman earlier. Who was that? Someone claimed the Frontiersman. Anyway, whoever did. Was it Curtis? No, it wasn't Curtis. Who was it? No, it wasn't Don. Chris. Was it David Moore? Or was it another show? I get all these shows mixed up now. Oh, no, it was Phil. Phil, you want these for $2? Yeah, you claimed it earlier. Okay, did you want to throw these on for an extra $2? Let me know. Sorry, I was like wasting all this time trying to figure it out. Okay, cool. Gotcha. Thank you. Get to the point already. All right, got it. Thank you. You made it loud and I hear you loud and clear. Bruise and Crew, Boof and the Bruise Crew. Sorry. This is Boof and the Bruise Crew number 3. It's going for $1. Batman Chronicles 20 is $1. Astonishing X-Men 50 is $1. Lord of the Ultra Realm number 2, number 3. Number 4 and number 6. Got a nice run here. Going for just $4 tonight. Nice run filler here. If I had that full run, I would do it for $15. I'll tell you that. And I can sell too. Lone Ranger Vindicated number 1 is going for $1. Don Johnson calls Batman. I have Kiss 4K Legends Never Die number 2 and number 3 going for $2. $2 on these. Like a lumberjack. You know it. Phil is calling no Ranger. Son of M, number 1 of 6, number 2 of 6, number 3 of 6. These are going to go for $3. $3 on these. Cyber Force number 1 is going for $1. Lobo number 8 is going for $1. Mighty Thor 460 is going for $1. She Fan Edition number 1 is going for $1. Captain Marvel number 45, number 46 are going to go for just $2. $2. Uncanny X-Force number 19 number 20, number 21, and number 22. These are going to go for $4. I have the Swamp Thing Annual number 2. That's going to go for $1. Gambit Bishop Sons of the Atom Alpha number. Oh, I think this is just the Alpha number 1. That's going for $1. Iron Man Hong Kong Heroes number 1 is going for $1. Tom Johnson wants the Swamp Thing. Got it. Micronauts 14 is $1. Ultimatum Ultimate X-Men number 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, and number 100. We're going to do all of these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all 6 books at $6. All 6 at 6. Fantastic Four Legacy number 659, 660, going for just $2. Got Invisible Woman 4 to go with that number 2 over there. 2 and 4, going for $2. I got Identity Disc number 1 and number 2 and number 3, going for $3. $3 on this. And then I got Iron Man, the Invincible Iron Man number 12 and number 13 are going for $2. Silver Surfer 90. Don, let me know if you want to add this for $1. Red Hood and the Outlaws number 6 is going to go for $1. Don, do I owe you a spin? Let me check real quick. 14. You're $1 away from a spin, and Curtis, you are $3 away from a vote. David Moore, you are $9 away from a spin. Okay, that gets you to 25. I'll spin the wheel for you. You get a free Marvel book. Let's keep building here. I'm going to build another double rack. I also have some $5 trades that didn't sell yesterday. Is David Moore in the house right now? David Moore, you were asking me about $5 trades. I got some here for you right now. I had them out last night on the experience. No one called them. But we got some $5 trades here. David Moore, let me know when you're in the house. You were asking me about it, so just letting you know I got them. I have a nice run of books here. Way of the Rat, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8, number 9, number 10, number 11, and number 12. One of the Fantastic Fours that I showed. Okay, cool. I have 14 and 15. Did you want to throw on 15 for $1 if I throw in 14 for free? Let me know. That way I can get them both out of here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. $12 on the set. I'll just round it down to 10. $10. Any essentials? Yeah. No, I don't have any Marvel essentials out of this batch here. Or do I? Let me see if I have something over there. So $1. Gunslinger Spawn looks like he's getting the boot. And Frank, here's something I have. I have the Aladdin Effect. This Marvel graphic novel here. I'll do this for $5. DC Showcase. These are actually more modern graphic novels that I have here. I'll just show them. I'll show them to you. Cross-Gen Way of the Rat. JSA Stars and Stripe, Volume 2 is going to go for $5. JSA The Golden Age, that's going to go for $5. The Battle for Bloodhaven is going to go for $5. I have JLA Rules of Engagement, that's going to go for $5. Green Lantern Corps Volume 3 is going for $5. And I have JLA Trial by Fire going for $5. On that Marvel book. Are you talking about, the Marvel book? You asked me a question about it. Sorry, I won't answer your question right now. That was done by Jim Shooter, David McElhinney, Greg LaRocque, and Vince Coletta. The Aladdin Effect. Tori has told me to read this. The artwork in here is sensational. I haven't actually had a chance to read it yet, but it looks like a cool one-shot graphic novel. I'll do it for $5 tonight. 2 more minutes. Way of the Rat goes off to Phil. Okay. 1 through 12. Phil, I think you're going to like these cross-gen books. See, there's a pretty fat stack of books there. Okay, we got 2 minutes left. A couple minutes left. We're about to find out who's getting the booting. But I want to throw one deal out for everybody. Okay. We got this rack here. I will do it at $15, and I'll throw in this single issue as well. If you want the graphic novels all together, because I want to move them all, they're $5 a pop. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 graphic novels, each at $5. That'd be $35. You claim all these graphic novels right now, and knock $5 off, it'd be $30. 30 plus 15 is 45. I'll knock an extra 5 off, 40 for everything if you take it all together. If you want just the graphic novels, it's 30. If you want just the single issues, it's 15. All right, Don's claiming the rack, and Curtis claimed Aladdin Effect. Curtis, I want to be fair to Frank Forte. He was inquiring about the book, so I think he should have first right of refusal on that. But assuming he's okay with that, which he might be very well be, you can take that book. I got you covered. Don, thank you for taking the rack. Appreciate you. We'll do a nice short box of books today, guys. Thank you so much. More than a short box of books. I will restock. We're going to just keep going through this stuff. If it's moving, I'm going to just keep selling it. Thank you, Don. Appreciate you. You got free shipping on your order, I believe. Let's see. No, you're $9 away from free shipping, Don. Okay, you're okay giving it to him? I leave for Florida on Wednesday. And Frank, I am going to go stock up on stuff. And I'm going to hit up Atlas Comics just so I can get some cool new FOMO books. I'm also going to hit up North Shore Comics and get a couple things from there too. So I will be making my comic book runs this week. And I'll be on the lookout for stuff that you might be interested in. Thank you, Curtis, thank you for giving Curtis the book. I appreciate it. That's really great of you. Curtis, I think you'll appreciate it. I'm going to regret giving that book away. Curtis, who do you want to vote for? Gunslinger Spawn or Spawn? All right, cool. Got it. 15. You got free shipping on your order now, Don? Spawn deserves the booting. This is it. It's happening. All right, guys. You have waited long enough, but before we cast a vote, I have one more big stack of books I want to move right now. Ultimate Comics X-Men number 7, number 8, number 9, number 10, number 11, number 12, number 13, number 14, number 15, number 16, number 17, and number 18. You grab all these books here. That is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. You get all these books out. It's $12. $12 for all of them. $12 for all of them. All right. Yes, you did. You got that book for $6 because you got free shipping on your order. Nice. All right. It's time to see the bootin'. The moment you've been waiting for is here.
It's bootin' time! And it's a bootin' time! No way I was gonna let you get the last laugh. So long, you tiny scratum! And while I'm at it, I'm gonna give someone else a bootin' too. 2 bootins for the price of 1. Oh, you hit my nards! Why would you do that? I would sue Onrie, but he's being represented by Chris Deiskell and Associates. I'm Todd McFarlane.
Chris Deiskell, that one was for you, buddy. Todd McFarlane is scared of you, which answers the other question about Spawn and, and me, doing something illegal with my little farce here. But I answered it tonight. Guys, thank you very much for shopping with me. You guys are great. Chris, I worked you into the show, man. This is great. Todd McFarlane is scared of Chris Deiskell. Let it be known. All right, it's already on the front page of Bleeding Cool. It's all there for you. Todd McFarlane is scared out of his mind of Chris Deiskell. Should be a new hashtag. We'll start it right now. Actually, Chris Deiskell, I'm going to give you the honor of creating the hashtag for that. Put it on a t-shirt. McFarlane lesser sign Deiskell. There's your hashtag. Guys, thank you so much for shopping with me tonight. I really appreciate it. As soon as I have details on my hours for the XP Expo, I will let you know. We're going to keep working off of my collection here. I'm going to go back to the warehouse, stock up. I will go out and get some more stuff just because, it's I got to get ready for the following week. So I will buy some new stuff. And I also kind of want to stay excited and get some comics soon. You guys have given me a perfect reason to do it. And if you guys are buying comics, then that means I need to be buying even more comics. McFarlane fears Deiskell. There you go. There is the hashtag. Everybody, no matter what's going on, put that hashtag in, and we can direct Todd McFarlane right back here, and then he might actually sue me. Guys, thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening. I will see you all on Sunday, on Sunday. I'm going to invoice all orders for the close of the week, which is Wednesday, tomorrow. So you'll get your invoices tomorrow. So when you shop with me on Sunday, think of it like we're starting a new week. The reason is because next Wednesday, I will not be doing a show on my network because I will be in Orlando for MegaCon. So we're taking that time off. The way it's going to work is when I have conventions, we're just going to be off the air that week, but it's on my channel, so it's not affecting the experience and their broadcasting times. It is kind of hitting CBSN a little bit, but at this point, it seems to be not an issue. Like we're trying to work something out and see if we can get someone to fill the gap when I'm leaving. And I'm trying to do my due diligence to let everybody know when I will not be able to do a show. Because sometimes I get back. Whenever I go to a convention, I'm usually off from that Wednesday through that Monday because when I get back from conventions, there's just so much stuff that I have to catch up on, and I'm just one person doing everything. So usually I have to catch up with my kids because I haven't seen them in a while. So I'll be taking them to activities and trying to catch my breath in between everything. But when I can make it back and do a show, I will, I promise. So I will see you guys later. Have a wonderful rest of your week. I will see you on Sunday. Thank you for shopping with me. I love you all. Have a good night.